money. That's a great way to start a show. Hey, how many of you guys out there are experiencing current shifts in your finances? I definitely am experiencing some interesting shifts right now. How many of you guys are feeling good and confident about those shifts, like you got the whole thing under control? I'm not raising my hand there because I'm in a big growth phase about learning about creating more abundance here on the planet. How many of you guys have been tuning in behind the scenes here at the Akashic Academy? Maybe you hung out earlier today in the Coaches and Healers Sangha. If you did, you will know that this is an extension of the energy and the topics that I have been sharing about all day long. Welcome, you guys, to the Akashic Academy. My name is Emily Harrison. I am the founder and director here inside this awesome space. What you are tuning into right now is not only me shouting at you, I just realized. Sorry, shouting. What you're tuning into right now is our public Facebook page, our network, where we are bringing you a weekly lineup of shows, new shows every single week. There's actually one premiering later on today. So I invite you guys to stay tuned here at the Academy, like and share this page. This is only the tip of the iceberg, though. Going on inside the Academy in membership is your opportunity to grow and expand like no other. We have created the space inside of our secret group for $11.11 a month for you to access over 10 new workshops every single month. So you have weekly workshops coming to you in intuitive development and teaching you to increase your focus and ability to sustain the present moment and mindful living. And of course, we harness the energies of the moon, the new moon ceremonies, the full moon ceremonies, and the major eclipse energies, like what we're starting and experiencing right now. Tomorrow starts the beginning of eclipse season. And this season in particular, based on the cosmic alignments that are showing up, that are playing a part in this, are creating opportunities for instant manifestation. And as soon as I hear that word, I instantly go to money in my bank account. But that's not where we need to have our focus. So I want to explore that topic today. I'm so excited to have my guest here, Dwayne Richards, who is an intuitive financial advisor. He's got some really insightful ways that are going to help us shift how we're looking at money, which I'm finding, everyone, is the key factor. Okay, so many times a simple shift in perception or perspective can open up such a different aspect of reality for us. It can move us into a completely different timeline. And shifting our perspective around money and recognizing that we're not chasing money. Money is something that shows up to support us as we are standing in our mission, as we are opening to abundance, because it's all around us. We're going to tune into a much more dynamic flow of this energy. And we're also going to begin creating this dynamic of the new earth, this 5D, on something completely different than being focused on money, right? If we focus our intention on manifesting money, then we're simply, we need to call ourselves out and recognize how that is still showing us areas where we are tied in and programmed by the old matrix, right? Money is a byproduct, is an opening to flow and abundance and energy that is all about the universe. So shifting our perspective is super important. And my buddy here, Dwayne Richards, who's joining me today, really gave me some powerful different ways that I could look at money from an energetic standpoint, from a color standpoint, that is a pattern in allowing you to look at money a different way. So not only are you going to gain the insight from Mr. Dwayne here that he's going to lay down, but you're also creating patterns for expansion in your life by tuning in today. Is that not a reason to share this out with your friends, your family? This is dynamic on many levels. So go ahead, like it up, heart it up, share it out. Everybody say hello. With no further ado, Dwayne Richards, welcome to my show.
What? Thank you. It's oh, I love the energy. I was on for the first time. I was on listening to your that meditation this afternoon. I was sitting there after lunch and just sat on the couch, getting a little download of energy, and then flipped on the football. It's soccer, football. Watched England score a goal right after that. So life's good today.
Awesome. I love it. I'm just flashing up our hellos, people who are in the house. Mm-hmm. Kiara Lonnie said, ha, 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 that was me. It was her broadcast that we were tuned into, and I was like, who is that talking? You were filtering in on our background, so I love that. Thank you for being here and energetic support. That was fun. I'm going to take a moment and share this out in some groups that I like to hang out in frequent. So while I do that, Dwayne, give everybody a little bit more background on exactly what you do, because it's really cool. And this is the first time I had ever come across thinking of money this way.
And actually, I had a call. So first off, thank you, and thank you for Coach Nick. I actually got introduced to this whole group of only like 3-4 weeks ago. I did Coach Nick's 5-day challenge. I got into the whole group, made a whole lot of new connections and friends on Facebook, and it's just like it's blowing up in a good way, just vibrating at a higher level. So really quick, I was not in this world not that long ago. I spent about 18 years. I'm not sure where I was before that, but in this lifetime, I spent 18 years as a corporate accountant. Yes, a CPA, a certified professional accountant here in Ontario. Worked for multinational companies, just doing the thing, sales and marketing support. Always love people, love numbers, but I probably wasn't the best accountant because I just got bored going to the same place every day. Who could hop my car and do a nice drive every day and then I thought I had my dream job. I was working at one of the top private golf courses in Canada as a company. But I was like commuting an hour a day each day just to get to work. And I was like, this is not fun. And then I got introduced to a woman here, originally from South Africa. Her name is Moya Bush. And she got me introduced to color therapy, color mirrors, adding the missing component. The missing component is when I became a licensed financial advisor, the missing component of the business was spirituality. Like we can do the analytical thing, and nothing was really creating the left side of the brain. And then like who wouldn't want to play with color bottles like every day? And we just use it as an intuitive tool to say, as a quick little tease for our people that are watching right now, let's play the game. So get ready, get set. Here we go. Think about your money in the bank, investments, real estate, cash flow into your business. Could be your debt, could be your mortgage, could be money you owe, just all of your money. Think about it. Get really set, figure out what it looks like. Close your eyes and tell me, what color do you see as your money?
Aqua blue.
Aqua blue, nice.
Okay, and my third eye is pulsing out of my head, I have to say.
Third eye is a really nice, is the indigo blue. Well, you said talk about aqua blue. We actually have one called, just be patient. I know this isn't the best for live broadcasting, but
that's all right. I can sing for everybody if you want while you dig. No, I'm just kidding.
Because you said aqua. You said aqua blue, so why not pick an element that says water on it? So the cool thing is about aqua blue, blue. So Hub says black. We got a few comments here. Someone else says they were an accountant. Cindy says she was an accountant. Nancy says yellow. Yellow's nice. Pull out a yellow just for Nancy. We can have a quick conversation. So the first 2 or 3 people that comment will play the color game, maybe. I'll just pick this bottle. Could have a nice yellow.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's a solar plex. It sits in our, when we shift to gold, when we add a little pink to go to gold, we sit in our authentic power. Yellow's a little bit nervous. We could be a little bit nervous around our money. Kira, she's got indigo blue, third eye. It's nice as well. All right, so let's play with a couple. So you said aqua blue. And the cool thing is, I didn't have to come up with this. My teacher and Mosi Jolly based in South Africa. It's her program. It's the psychology and language of color. We know the chakras. The base chakra is red. The crown chakra is violet. I move between red and the violet world, spiritual world, and the red world, heaven and earth, bridging the gap. That's what I get to do now. Is I get to bridge the left and the right, the heaven and earth. Get to bridge the two to say, let's bring in the analytical business red world with the spiritual world. So if I work with you as an accountant or financial advisor, I can actually say, just exchange of energy, not just, but we're exchanging energy. Judy says black. Melanie says green. All right, we got all kinds of colors. So I have a chart that says, okay, if I'm starting, let's start with the aqua blue, turquoise. It's heartfelt communication. Blue of the throat, green of the heart, heartfelt communication. So if I'm building my business, I want to build a turquoise business because I want to actually be speaking from the heart, not just from the head. Now, the funny thing, we talked about this before. I think you picked turquoise last time, I think.
Did I?
I think we did this, but the joys of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship, right? when we work for ourselves, cash flow is kind of like turquoise. It flows like water. Sometimes it trickles through our hands where we kind of let it, escape. Sometimes it's wavy, so there's waves. So waves of cash come in, like we just said, the feeling the clips, the waves of the cash.
Both of those are me. I am a leaker. It leaks through my hands. Doesn't matter how much money I make, I'll leak it right on out of there. I've been focusing specifically lately on what the hell's going on with my energy field and the leaking and bringing my awareness, because I'll manifest more, but it leaks out. And I'm a waver like this. And I've shared before a little bit about my background back in my acting in my Hollywood days. Mm-hmm. I'd get a job, I'd get paid a nice big old fat paycheck of money, and then I wouldn't get another job for 6 months. And so I would get like a big wave of money coming in, and then it wouldn't come in anymore, and it freaked me out. So there is still some subconscious underlying fear energy and that wave energy that plays itself out. And I would love to get rid of that.
All right. Well, it's all solvable. It's
solvable.
Just energy. It's solvable.
It is.
Solvable. We can heal that. Actually, it's healing. We're in the healing business, right? So why can't we heal our money? Not
why
so
do we
much
get so entangled with it, Dwayne? Why do we get so entangled with it?
It's sometimes it is, especially in this world where we're in the healing, the spiritual world. Like my mentor, she actually calls her show the Magenta Show. So she shifted from Magenta because when she was in the UK, she was very spiritual. Not that she's not spiritual now, but she was very much in the spiritual world. Just looking for a couple more props here, just because when we have them, I did put things in order so they'd be easier to find. But there we go. Everyone got a good picture of the back of my head. It's fantastic. You think I'd never been on Facebook Live? I've only done about 200 Facebook Lives on my own show, and it's rookie. All right, so here we go. All right, here we go. So here we go. We got heaven. We got the violet world. So all the people that said purple. So some people said, Laura said purple. So we got purple, the violet world, the spiritual world. Put that up on top. And then down here we have the crown with the base chakra, the red materialistic world. And that's the kind of world we're like, oh, I want out of that corporate world. Like, get out of the red. Like, who would not want, who wants to be in red? We want to be this lovely purple, lovely violet. Look at it. We can just make that, we can stir it up. It's all bubbly. And then we're like, why don't we do this? Like, who wouldn't want magenta? 3 parts red, 1 part spiritual, 1 part violet. Magenta is made up of 3 parts of red. It's a science. 3 parts of red, 1 part violet makes up magenta. We could do a magenta work. We could do a magenta business. I can still have things like courses and books and workshops and things that generate me money. A spirit, spiritual. I could be a healer. All right, just looking here. You're so awful.
I know.
Oh.
I hope that you're teasing me in a nice way, Hugh.
I think he's teasing us. The bald spot on the back of my head there that I don't usually see. All right, so here's where we go. So I love, and people, we just have to be patient with me. So if we talk about love and money, right? So we call it color frequencies. Color like sound have a high frequency. Every color has its own frequency. So the pink bottle, and this is really cool, my friends that are into numerology, it's number 6. Number 6 is Venus. It's actually called the Venus bottle. It's the love bottle. It just happens that love and money run on the same frequency. So what do we talk about pink? Pink is unconditional love, mothering. It's the feminine side. It's the romantic. It's the diplomatic. It's compassionate. However, sometimes if someone said their money's pink, we have mother, love, and money issues. And guess what? My mentor talks about the wheel of fortune. Love, joy, joy, yellow, love, joy, and money. When we have all three working for us, the wheel turns and therefore the cash flow flows. Generally what happens is we get so involved with our business, we're doing what we love, we're chasing the money, we forget what brings us joy.
Yes.
So we actually say, actually it's the opposite. Work hard, like actually step out of your business and go do something fun, joyful for you, your body. And then we talk about yellow. So yellow's optimistic, it's analytical, it's logical, it's unemotional. So sometimes we have to get into doing a little bit of joy, yellow, to get the wheel going. Now, where do I want to go next? It's really cool. So if people have a pink thing, it's really fun. Like this is fun. I did this with someone actually, Teresa, your friend Teresa. And I pulled out the yellow bottle yesterday and she could actually smell it. We were on a Zoom call. She was in Tennessee. I'm in Toronto. She's like, I can smell that. I'm like, wow.
That's
amazing. Smell. And then how does it work? It's so cool. Is you just pour it in the bathtub. Like who doesn't like to soak in the bathtub for half an hour or an hour?
And did you make these, right?
I don't, but Melissa Jolly does. Melissa makes them in South Africa. Yeah. She is the I'm not sure, shaman. She's like a whole bunch of stuff. So she uses Reiki, she uses Hawaiian, she uses a whole bunch of stuff, including natural stuff from her garden. Like she has an olive tree, she has rose petals. So she uses some of the stuff from her, and then it's all these guys are essences, so that's alcohol based as the transfer, because you need a carrying liquid too. And then okay, so let's talk about pink. We'll finish the pink conversation. We're jumping all over the place. We're making people really confused. They're like, what is that guy talking about? So it's really about laws of the land. So my mentor, I'll pull down her book where it all starts with. Why are we talking about color money? Because my mentor, she wrote a book called The 8 Colors of Prosperity, to say, okay, if we want how to activate the laws of attraction. So you, like I spent a ton of money and time, 4 years in personal development, learning about the law of attraction, doing affirmations, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. Well, why is that the case? Because one of the laws says we get more of what we judge. Oh.
You get more of what you judge. That's big time, you guys.
Yeah. Right? And then we get more of what we want, but we also get more of what we don't want, because the universe doesn't know the word not. It just says, hey, I don't want more, I don't want more of this. And then says, I didn't hear the not more, I just heard more. So get it to them. So it's, positive thoughts, like just think positive stuff. So then what we found out is colors, and there's 8 of them, have different frequencies, including coral, unconditional self-acceptance. Coral is, and then I had these bottles. So my birthday's March 12th. So of course, number 3 bottle is Jupiter. And then I like doing my 3D to 5D soul numbers, shuffling the bottles, and I take out all, smart me, so analytical, I take out all of the coral out of the lineup. And I'm like, hey, that looks good. All turquoise, all this turquoise, some vitriol and some trust issue bottle. And I'm like, yeah, it looks great. And they're like, what the hell are you doing? Put Jupiter back in there, because Jupiter is massive expansion. Like, who wouldn't want Jupiter in their business? So I go back, and my birth number is 25/7. So I get the new Gaia bottle 25, and that thing is awesome. That is a whole lot of coral, because I accept who I am. And I want coral in my business, because coral is massive expansion.
So you take a bath, and you just like, are you the alchemizer of the bath? You like pour a little bit of everything in, or do you spray it?
You can do a bit of both. How do I do it? Okay, so for example, so archangels. So why wouldn't we want have some archangels with us? So that magenta is Metatron. So Metatron is the I am. So then I use my number, my birth, my 2018. I'm a number 8. So I calculate March 12th plus 2018. I'm a number 8 this year, and my essence to support me for this year is a purple bottle called Soul. So I spray Soul on me to give me a little bit of support before I go into the bathtub, before I go and do some work. I use Green Angel because Green Angel is just like Mr. Clean. It cleanses, it neutralizes any negative energy that's in the room. So why would I want to start with a room with negative energy in it? So I spray a little Green Angel, neutralize the space, Soul to support, and then just pour, like, if I'm going in, I go all, just dump the whole thing in. And it's about a year's worth of therapy. You could pay a year's worth of therapy or just sit in the bath for an hour.
All right, so let me ask, what experiences do you find on the other side? Like, how does it personally affect you and the people you work with? What's going on when they spray themselves with angel dip?
Going on. So there we go. So this is another pearl. So I'm actually building a workshop around, there's 6 pearl bottles. And this is blue pearl. So after bathing in that, it's about master communication, because blue is about communicating. So it's becoming a master communicator. After bathing in that, because I still have a podcast. My podcast was called Calm Cafe, about communication, hang out, talk about stuff. And then after bathing in that bottle, I'm like, hey, Calm Cafe, colorful conversations. What sounds better? I think Calm Cafe, colorful conversations sounds better than just plain old Calm Cafe. And then my mentor said, oh, that's really cool. That's 4 C's. 4 C's, right?
Cool.
And abracadabra, it's the C4 bottle, which is the heart chakra bottle. So then if I wanted a logo for my business, wouldn't it be turquoise over olive?
Nancy says, so she's assuming some are sprays and some are bath oils.
She is absolutely right. So if we take, and look at this, and people are watching, they want to feel some energy, well, just make some energy. So this is called Pink Angel. So because we talked about money, and we're talking about money, and money's, why not? So Pink Angel, and what we can do is I can just give a little spray, and we can just have a little read about love and romance, and how that relates to our money. Okay,
so for those of you guys who are tuning in and you're going WTF, and some of you are, and some of you are brave enough to say it, like Belinda Thompson, rad. I'm so glad you're here. There is honestly so much energy around our money, so much entanglement, so much opportunity to shift it right now, so much new information that Dwayne is bringing in, that I can see why it's like, what is going on? So let's back up a little bit. We're going to
back up the truck. All right.
We'll talk. Let's bring everybody, if they're just joining in, back in. And I want to share with you this exercise that we're about to do right here, this little reading with the heart chakra attunement spray that you got here is going to, it's just like an energy shift and healing in the area of your heart and that connection with your finances. But we will back it up a bit for you. We'll have Dwayne explain what the color connection is again and take us through that quick little, if you haven't gotten what your color is, we'll give you that opportunity to get what your color is. And then we're going to do a collective healing and reading around the pink, the heart chakra. Okay? Awesome. So explain to him again, brother, what's the connection between the colors and the money, and what does it mean in our life?
Okay, so for those that are, now we got a lot of people on, so this is fantastic. We got so excited, didn't even get reading the comments, so don't worry, I'll go back and I will take personal responsibility. If people comment on the color, I'll send them a personal message to say what's green and what's purple, and just because we're not going to cover on everyone's what black. Some people are like, maybe black's good.
Lots of blacks, yeah.
But black can be very good. It's, powerful. It's on the base, have a good foundation. Got to go through the darkness before you can see the light. I know I pulled a lot of black cards, so I know, divorce and loss of job and family members passing away. So lots of black in the last 4 years. But the great thing is when you come through the black, you get to see the light in a good way. Like not passing on to the next world yet, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So then we talked about color, like sound, high frequency. Color vibrates, and then colors attach and have different meanings. So we talked about the base chakra, red, material world, passionate, but on the shadow side could be aggressive, loud, and angry. Material world. So sometimes we view the material world and we get very passionate, but then we get angry at the material world to say, well, how come my neighbor's driving the fancy car and got the big house and he's in the material world? I'm doing all this healing, and we get angry. And that's not a great place to be because you don't know. Maybe your neighbor loves the bank owning the car and owning the house, and like you just don't know. So don't judge and just worry about ourselves. The crown, purple.
Yeah.
And then just that sometimes we said that purple is nice, but then traditionally people see purple on your website, and then they say, oh, spiritual person, oh, they must be offering their services for free because they're doing God's work, and you can't charge for God's work, can you? Can you? Why not?
Are you asking? Oh, I say,
Why
hell
not?
yeah, part of my friend.
Hell yeah.
I feel like we're actually, as Lightworkers, required to step up and participate in this deconstruction and the reloading of what the new template is going to be. And guys, the basic essence of all of this is recognizing there are different ways that we can look at the connection to money in our life. So whatever color is coming up the strongest for you, just when you let yourself say, what is my color connected, what that color that comes up for you, we're going to leave you a link where you can go and research more about what that specifically says about you, and more information on how you can use these tools to shift your energy field. We have to wrap up pretty quickly because there's another show on our heels here. So I want to do this really cool reading and experiment that you have. So this is an opportunity for all of us to receive. This is specifically connected, again, that heart chakra, that love, compassion energy. So just get in a state where you can receive this before we all jump over and join Robin McClendon on Conversations with Gaia. Okay? Let's go.
All right. And just as a quick thank you for anyone watching, what I will do, because we still work in the material world, we still have a business, we still have like this IRS and the CRA. I will put a link into my Udemy course on how to save money on your taxes. Your car is a moving tax deduction.
Nice.
It's all that material world that we have to like just play in, like get to know the rules and play by the rules. So I will share that link to the Udemy course. It's free. So I'll put that link in the comments after, so people can go in and get that little bit of the, yes, it's the business world, but guess what? Claim your business, claim being in business, and there's lots of good ways to do it. All right, so we're going to talk about Pink Angel. There's angels and dragons in the series, and there's there's earth elements, but we're going to start with Pink Angel. It's really nice. Just get ready. Put my feet on the ground. I'm going to give a couple squirts on my hand, a couple squirts in the air. This is a good time to open your heart to reignite the romance with your partner or attract a new love. How much do you allow yourself to be loved? Love from the outside comes in a measurement by which you love yourself. Mm-hmm. If you feel that your partner does not love you enough, it is a reflection of how little you love yourself right now. You cannot make them love you more, but you can focus on loving yourself more. Romance yourself as if you were the most desirable person and someone is desperately in love with you already. Do all the things you would do when you were first fall in love. Change your clothes, hairstyle, declutter your home, and freshen it with new colors. Go dancing, buy flowers, join a health club. Call on the Pink Angel of Love and Partnerships to guide you in attracting greater love into your life. She will help you love yourself unconditionally and help you attract your twin flame who is waiting to love you unconditionally.
That was glitter. That's
glitter.
Fairy dust. Drop it in the mic.
A friend of mine actually has a fairy, has a magic wand, so she like waves her wand. And the cool thing is, we talk about pink is love and partnerships. So I love what you guys are doing, that you and Coach Nick, the Akashic Academy, partnerships. So if you're looking to increase your cash flow, I had to make 3 calls today doing this. It's so we talk about the energy. I love the eclipse energy right now because it's just it's blowing business up in a good way. I had like 3 calls today just talking about partnerships. Someone was looking for a bookkeeper and accountant. Then I had a call with a bookkeeper and accountant. And then she lives closer to where the group is. It's a BNI. So it's like, hey, let me introduce you to so-and-so I just met. He's looking for an accounting and bookkeeper for his BNI group. Facebook, instant introduction, done. It's that easy.
Done.
Partnerships to say, and I had a call with her, said she's, off tax season. She's trying to grow her business. How do you find new people? Hey, I just happen to know BNI, like right down the street from where you live. Pink, love. Just do it because of love. Don't worry about, yes, put in formal things and people want to pay you a referral. Awesome. But just do it because it's the right thing to do first.
And the spirit of collaboration really melts so many of the old paradigms, you guys, and it supports us all in a very dynamic way because we gain a power by joining together that is greater than the individual sum of the parts. Just how the energy works. So find your buddy that you want to collaborate with. If you are a light worker and you're looking for space to collaborate, we're all about creating those opportunities, that expansion of your platform, both in your audience that you're reaching, because we know how important your message is to share, as well as to continue to support your growth and expansion, because we all continue to grow and learn not only from each other, but our personal and our spiritual journey grows and evolves. So if you want to join in the Akashic Academy for those opportunities for growth, click the sign up button at the top of this page, go to theakashicacademy.com. And of course, once we hang up here, refresh your page, come back for Robin McClendon, Conversations with Gaia. She's awesome. Following her, we have Paul Bogey Brighton coming with some Taoist principles, some powerful information. And then, of course, my cutie patootie Jack Coleman. Such a lineup on Wednesday. So stay tuned, hang out, refresh your page, and we'll see you guys back here again. Thank you so much, Dwayne, for joining me.
Thank you.